to the Man to the Williams YouTube page. We're about to have a good time. Yeah. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we are about to go in.
Let's get it. We go hard, 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 hard. We play hard, 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 hard.
This right here is a quick message to the fathers.
If you have daughters, you're the first male relationship that they have. You're the most important. Every other man they're going to compare to you. So set the fucking standard high so that all those simp men, when she sees them, she's like, fuck you, you're not even close to my dad. Like, why the fuck would I give you any time of day? Yeah. Be that type of father so that she has an example of what the best man is.
Do you feel that it is our responsibility as fathers to be able to teach our daughters what type of men they should be talking to?
Do I think it's a father's duty or responsibility to show their daughter the type of men that they should be picking? I'm sorry, can you rephrase that? I want to make sure I hear you right.
So what I'm asking you is, what do you think a father role is to teaching his daughter about finding her husband? Or do you think it's a role at all?
I think that I'm not overly qualified to answer this question, but I'm somewhat qualified because I could be a father, right? I would say this. I think it's important that the father resembles or embodies a lot of the things that if he has certain requirements or desires for his daughter to have, he should somewhat embody it or model these behaviors to a certain degree. But I can understand if a guy goes, no, I know exactly the wrong behaviors because I had them and I know what to look for the right behavior because of experience. But I think that if you want your daughter to actually listen to you, she's going to watch you more than she actually listens. And if your actions don't match up, then she's not going to really listen to you anyway. So I think it's important to mirror a lot of these qualities in which you would want for her, the man that she's going to ultimately pick. And you have to make sure that you don't pick for her. You give her the tools and the abilities to make her own decisions, because at the end of the day, she has to live with the consequences of it. So it's complicated because we say, oh, you should let your dad vet the man and things like that. But ultimately, I think it's important to give your daughter the tools to identify things and let her make her own decision. But that's a tough ask for fathers because they're a bunch of liars and they're a bunch of hypocrites when it comes to their daughters and their moms. So that's just the truth.
Well, the reason I asked this question is because I'm part of a group of fathers, right? And I've been asking this question. Can I come up? Sherelle, you definitely can come up. So I've been asking this question. What kind of man you would like for your daughter to get? And these men are striving.
Sherelle was raised by her father. That's probably why she thought about that, because she's raised by her father. Shout out to my brother, Peter the Investor. Says the water fund shall be filled up today. I don't know. What do you think, though? I'm inclined to hear your thoughts because you think a little bit different. You're a little bit more structured than a lot of guys. But at the same time, you pretty well grounded. I mean, you a little like delusional, like high class delusional, but I get it because if it works, it works.
So like, let me say this first. So the first thing is I've been asking them, what's the perfect type of dude for your daughter? And they give me this, utopia guy. And I said, would you be okay with your daughter dating you when you was 20, when you was 30, when you was in the age market that you're saying for your daughter? And most of them, and they won't say it on the internet, but they say, nah, dude like me. So is we kind of making this fallacy that we want our daughters to have someone that we wasn't even willing to be?
So you kind of agree with me to a certain degree. You need to model the behaviors and kind of be the man that you would want your daughter to have, type of thing.
Yeah, I believe that the best thing that I can do as a father is spend 18 years of her life with the type of man that she's supposed to marry. So any other man that's not like me kind of look foreign to her.
Man, it's a really complicated question because I know that your father matters a lot, right?
So yeah, I really liked this back and forth with Aaron because it shows that we have to be the example. If we're not going to be the example of the people or the type of person or man that we would want our daughters to be with, how can we have the expectations of other young men of her generation? So I love this back and forth because I believe if we lead by example and we set the example, our daughters can be able to have at least a figure of what it looks like in their mind. So I'm going to tell you guys like this. Be the example that you would want for your daughters because someone that you're dating is someone's daughter. I appreciate y'all guys checking this out.